There's something no one tells you when you turn 20. No headline, no dramatic announcement, just an invisible shift. One day you're a teenager with time to spare, and suddenly you're standing at the edge of adulthood, unsure of what the next step should be. It's not your parents' job anymore. It's not your professor's responsibility. It's not up to your boss or your friends. It's easy to think you have time. So you procrastinate. You cut corners. You treat each day like it's disposable. But time is the one thing you'll never get back. You might be incredibly talented, wildly intelligent, or full of great ideas, but unless you execute, it means nothing. Your 20s aren't the time to prove to the world how great you could be, the time to start becoming it. That means making mistakes. That means trying and failing, again and again, because every failure teaches you what success actually looks like. Every careless year stacks up. Every month you don't make a decision is a decision in itself. You'll look at your peers, your siblings, influencers, classmates, and wonder why they seem to be moving faster, doing better, living more fully. But here's the truth, they're not. Everyone is struggling with something. Everyone is figuring it out as they go. And the more you compare your behind the scenes to someone else's highlight reel, the more you'll sabotage your own progress. Focus on your path. You're not behind, you're on your way. And the longer you wait to take responsibility for your life, the heavier the weight becomes. That's growth. Your 20s are a testing ground, not a finished product. It's the time to experiment, pivot, and course. You're allowed to change your mind. You're allowed to walk away from something that doesn't feel right. Just don't use confusion as an excuse to stay still. Movement, even messy movement, is better than paralysis. Your life is now in your hands, whether you feel ready or not. That realization can either terrify you or liberate you. The choice is yours. Welcome to your 20s. It's supposed to be the most exciting decade of your life: freedom, ambition, and opportunity. But here's the harsh truth. Your 20s are often nothing like the movies promised. And unless you wake up to that reality, you might spend the best years of your life completely lost. Your 20s are confusing, chaotic, and often painfully quiet. Everyone is telling you to chase your dreams, but no one tells you what happens when you don't even know what those dreams are. You scroll through highlight reels of people your age, buying homes, building businesses, traveling the world. Meanwhile, you're sitting on your bed questioning if you even have a purpose. That's not failure, that's normal. But here's the catch. Just because it is normal doesn't mean you can stay stuck there. The first harsh truth is this: no one is coming to save you. This is the decade where your habits either build you or break you. You're going to lose friends. That's not just a possibility, it's a guarantee. Not because something dramatic happens, but because your values begin to shift. You grow, they grow. And sometimes that growth happens in opposite directions. That doesn't make you a bad person. It makes you a human being trying to find alignment in a world that constantly pulls you in different directions. Letting go is hard, but sometimes clinging to the past is what keeps you from building a better future. Another uncomfortable truth: nobody cares about your potential. The world rewards action, not intention. Comparison will haunt you if you let it. You will question everything: your career, your relationships, your identity. That's not a crisis. You'll feel lonely. That might surprise you, especially in a time where we're more connected than ever. But loneliness isn't about how many people are around you. It's about how deeply you connect with with yourself. Financial literacy might be the most underrated skill you'll ever learn. There will come a point when the life that once felt comfortable begins to feel constricting. Say yes when you should have said no. That's part of the process. Don't expect perfection. Expect resilience. Your 20s aren't about getting everything right. Character isn't formed in one big decision, it's formed in 1,000 small ones. Not because they're easy, but because they're real, raw, unfiltered. They force you to look in the mirror and ask the hard questions. Who am I? What do I want? What do I believe in? And while the answers may not come quickly, the asking is what shapes you. Integrity when no one's watching. Discipline when motivation disappears. Kindness when it's inconvenient. Because even though it wasn't perfect, it was real, it was yours. And that, more than anything, is something to be proud of. The person you're becoming is being built right now, one choice at a time. Care enough to fight for the life you want, even when no one else sees the vision. Because no one else has to live your life. You do. Don't wait until life forces you to grow up. Choose to grow up, even when it's hard. They're about learning how to recover when things go wrong. They look up at 30 and wonder where the time went. Don't be most people. Be awake. Be conscious. Be deliberate. Because these years may be uncertain, but they are never wasted unless you choose to waste them. And they will go wrong. But every mistake teaches you something. Every wrong turn points you back to the right path. You don't need to have the full map to take the first step. Start messy, start scared, start unsure, just start. They're about proving to yourself that you are capable of growth, of courage, of building a life that means something. You don't need to be extraordinary right now, but you do need to be intentional. You need to show up not just to your job or your friends, but to your own potential. The worst thing you can do in your 20s is nothing. The second worst thing is waiting for permission. That's not a sign of ungratefulness. That's a signal for change. Sometimes, success in your 20s is waking up and doing the hard thing even when no one is watching. It's saying no to what's easy so you can build something meaningful. It's doing the work, day in and day out, before the results show up. The success that lasts is the success that's earned. Don't be afraid to evolve past what's familiar. Growth doesn't happen in your comfort zone. It happens when you challenge your assumptions and stretch your limits. Not just how to make money, but how to manage it, save it, invest it, and use it with intention. Your 20s aren't just about working hard. They're about working smart. Because time compounds, and so does money. Start building the foundation. Now, even if you're starting small, you can be in a room full of people and still feel completely isolated. This is the decade where you learn how to be alone without being lonely. You discover the difference between solitude and emptiness. The truth is, until you can enjoy your own company, you'll always depend on someone else to make you feel whole. Money will mess with your head. You'll either be chasing it, avoiding it, or pretending it doesn't matter. But it does. You'll outgrow your environment. That includes people, places, and even mindset. You'll make bad decisions, you'll trust the wrong person, take the wrong job, miss an opportunity. Success won't look like what you imagined. It might not be flashy, it might not be loud. You have to be intentional about who you become. Here's a truth you won't hear often. Your 20s are a gift. Stop waiting for clarity before you move. Clarity doesn't come before action, it comes because of it. You don't need to have your life figured out, but you do need to care. Care enough to try. Care enough to learn. Your 20s are not about proving anything to the world. The truth is, most people sleepwalk through this decade, and one day, when you're older and the noise has faded and you look back on this confusing, beautiful, brutal decade, you'll smile.